All right, so it is Corinne and Megan here from the Food Junkie team. And today we decided, obviously on a whim if you look at us, that we are going to start doing a podcast. Right now we're going to do one called Food Junkie Talks. And really, we don't have any reasoning behind this or anything. We'll see. This could be our first and our last, but yeah, we just decided that this was something interesting that we were going to give a go and see what happens. So I think the first thing that we wanted to talk about today was Halloween, with the upcoming holiday and everything. We wanted to kind of talk about
Candies.
Some of our favorite, treats and candies and everything. What makes you feel nostalgic around October 31st?
Candy apples for sure, or caramel apples.
Caramel apples.
Those are delicious. All the old scary movies that AMC plays, they do like marathons.
Yeah, what's your favorite one?
The original Halloween, probably.
Okay. Do you want to know a movie gets a lot of hype that I'm not that interested in?
Which one?
What is the one with the three witches and Hocus Pocus? Hocus Pocus.
No.
Everyone loves that movie, and I don't understand the hype. I think the witches are creepy, and I'm not interested in them.
I used to have nightmares about it as a child, and now as an adult, when everybody gets excited that it's on ABC Family, I can't watch it. Like, I've sworn it off. So I think you're the only person that's ever felt that way.
I know. I am amazed every time I go on Facebook and everything. People will be posting pictures of them. So excited that their movie's coming back on, and it's not a good movie.
And Sarah Jessica Parker looks rough in that movie, and it just bothers me because I love her so much in Sex and the City, and to see her like that, I can't deal with it. So
not the hugest fan of Sarah Jessica Parker, but I mean
that could be another topic for another day.
Yeah, another topic for another day. Okay, so back to the subject of Halloween foods, because after all, that is what Food Junkie is all about.
Sure.
Have you been to any cider mills lately, or?
No, I haven't. And CMU is really close to, Uncle John's cider mill. And
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go there, and I never made it.
You never made it?
I never did. And my family actually owned a pumpkin patch for the first 10 years of my life. And I don't know, I just never got into it, but I've always wanted to now that we don't own one anymore.
Yeah. Actually went with my two nieces to the pumpkin patch this past weekend. It was pretty fun. It was really cold, unfortunately, but my biggest pet peeve with all the cider mills that they have going on now is why they don't have the pumpkins that are baked and then rolled in the cinnamon sugar.
I've never heard of that.
They are amazing, and especially when they're hot off the press and you eat them first, dunking in my cider. It's amazing.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, super good. But another thing about Halloween. So what about this pumpkin spice craze?
Okay, no, I can't even. And on the topic of I can't even, pumpkin spice and the word basic have been making it around the news a lot lately.
Yeah.
So we could kind of roll that into that topic as well. I don't understand the craze. I don't like pumpkin spice. Maybe I would like the pumpkin cinnamon sugar thing that you were talking about, but
It's just a donut roll with cinnamon sugar, so it's not technically pumpkin spice. It's just at the cider mill.
well, then I definitely will like it because I really I like to carve pumpkins, but I'm not really a fan of the taste, so I don't really understand why this is such a big thing.
I was at a tailgate on Sunday for the Detroit Lions, which they won. It was actually an amazing game, super exciting. But I was at a tailgate, and someone actually brought pumpkin spice Oreos.
Okay,
So
not too far.
they are, white Oreo cookies with pumpkin spice flavored in the middle.
No.
And I can't even believe that these are being produced. This, I just don't understand.
Did you try it?
No, I don't really love pumpkin. I mean, I'll have a piece of pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving or, with a little bit of whipped cream on it, but everything else I'm really not into the whole craze. I really think that it's gone too far.
I agree.
I mean, I get the pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks. I mean, I'm a fan of Starbucks. I have my coffee right here, but not even the pumpkin spice lattes can really do it for me.
Nope. I think that it's been overhyped, and now that it's become such a branding thing of being like a basic, I think it's just gone and taken off into its own little monster. Like, I don't even know what it's about anymore. I just don't ever want to try it.
Yeah, it's
No.
definitely been overdone, I think, and it's something that, hopefully, I think it's going to die out.
I think so too.
I mean, there's only so many things that you can make with pumpkin spice, and
Yeah.
it's something that I don't see being
Around forever.
No, I think in the upcoming years and everything, things will go back to being more basic.
Yep.
When we were talking with some of our team members that are in Chicago, I remember they were saying all the new restaurants that are
The fad restaurants.
coming out. Yeah, all the new fad restaurants that are coming out and opening in Chicago are very limited menu, very simplistic, and
Which I think a lot of people would appreciate, just considering.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's as more and more crazy stuff comes out, I think people are going to find that simplicity will get the job done as well.
Yep.
Speaking of simplicity and kind of, mom's cooking and everything, have you noticed all the food trucks that have been around lately?
I have a little bit. Maybe now that it's colder, not so much, but
Right.
I have seen them around.
I think that's another one of those things too. Do you think that it's just so hot right now? Do you think that food trucks are going to be around to stay, or do you think?
I think so. I think maybe in a lot of the bigger cities, I know for a fact that it's probably such like a cemented part of the lifestyle now because they're so convenient. Like, I don't think they're going anywhere. I think, in Detroit, one of the issues is the weather can be so bad
Yeah.
for maybe, 4 to 5 months out of the year. It's not necessarily like an appealing idea, but, once April comes around, I can see that being like something that's going to be always like a.
Yeah, so during the summer and fall months in Campus Martius, which is just blocks away from our office, there were food trucks everywhere. And I think, again, touching on the simplistic and really, really straightforward menu items, they always put a little bit of twist on something to make it their own. But for the most part, food trucks have, a few items, and it's again, kind of exemplifying mom's home cooking. And
They're always fan favorites,
exactly, yeah. So I know that we work with a few, and one of my favorites is actually Mac Shack, which is just, they take macaroni, which is a really obviously simple dish, and every so often they mix it up and put a few different ingredients in it, but for the most part it's still macaroni and cheese. So
Sounds like it would be popular.
yeah, and that's one of the ones too that is still out there now, because I guess even in the winter months when it's cold out, that's when you really need that macaroni and cheese, that comfort food.
Yeah.
Well, I think those are the only topics that we were going to touch on today. Like we said, this is just a trial run, kind of seeing where we can go with this. But we appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully we will be back for another segment.
Thank you.